Hello, Anthony. Welcome to our fundraising Beyond Bake Sales workshop.
Hello. Yeah. What's it called? Are there any other teams?
I think you're it today.
Okay.
I'd love to hear more about you. Would you be open to introducing yourself and sharing a little bit about yourself?
Yeah. I am Anthony. I'm in Greensboro, North Carolina. Um, I like playing music and video games. Yeah.
All right, amazing. I'm Angie. I'm in California, and I love. I'm near the beach, so my favorite thing is just to go and just be on the beach, either walking or sitting and meditating. That's my favorite thing.
Nice.
I'm Nick. I'm in Portland, Oregon. I just like spending time in nature and reading.
Nice. All right. Well, let's get started. We'll be talking about fundraising ideas, and since it's just you, feel free to ask me questions or share anything that comes up for you, because we'd love to hear from you as well.
Yeah.
Cool. So typically the reasons we fundraise are to raise money for regional events, camps, and rallies, or for supplies for our youth ministry. And also as a way to have fun, right? That's what we really want, to have fun, develop some leadership skills and build community within the group. Good, move forward. So do you have any experience, Anthony, with fundraisers that you'd love to share? Like, what have you tried that's been successful?
The only fundraiser I've ever been a part of was for my middle school. I sold chocolate for the band.
Nice. How was that experience?
It was pretty good because I had a lot of chocolate. But yeah.
Nice. Right. Nice bonus.
Anything with a lot of chocolate's good, right?
Is there a fundraiser that you've always wanted to do? Or do you have a fun idea that you think would be a good fundraiser?
I've always thought the like carnival games for fundraising could be funny. Like the one where you gotta throw a baseball at someone to dunk them into the water.
Oh yeah, a dunk tank. That would be fun.
Yeah.
And that would be fun for the whole congregation.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, games that are usually just used to turn a profit at like carnivals and stuff, but instead, fundraiser.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that idea.
Or claw machine. That sounds expensive to buy in the first place.
Yeah. Nick, do you have any questions? Did you want to move forward?
That was it. So, Anthony, have you been to rallies before?
I went to one down in Georgia some months ago.
Nice.
And do you know how many there are available throughout the year?
Like two?
Two?
Right?
Spring and fall or something like that?
Yeah.
And how big's your chapter?
Oh, what was that?
How many people are in your Y.O.U group?
There's so all the times I've shown up, there's been like 4 or 5 other people, but apparently one time they got around like 11, but I was sick that day.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's a good sized group.
Sometimes we get high attendance when you're doing like those themed things, like eating a certain foreign food or making Play-Doh.
I love that.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, one of the things we've talked about a lot is the leadership aspect of it. And I know that you haven't planned one yet, but that's a huge piece. Like if you could plan one for your church, like if you wanted to do the carnival, they there are some steps you could take, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Nick, what are some thoughts on that? Because Nick has done a lot with. He used to be a Y.O.U, and so he has some experience from that space.
Well, I mean, first I'd see about doing a party rentals place and seeing how much a dunk tank would cost to rent. Because I mean, that could be a fun addition to like a church picnic or just about anything you do. I don't know if you do a youth ministry graduation in June, but that could be just a fun thing. And like each kid gets 3 free throws, and each adult donates to get a throw, especially if you can get the minister or spiritual leader to go in the tank. Like you could have a lot of fun with that and raise some money, and it's a good add-on to other events. It doesn't have to be an event in and of itself. So I mean that's where I'd start. It's like that sounds like a fun idea and fairly simple to I mean the hardest part's filling up the tank and getting someone to sit on the on the lever. Yeah. And then thinking what other things would be fun ways to build community and raise funds. Because yeah, you could do it like a chili cook-off. Like if you think you're good, your chili's the best, bake up a pot, and after service we'll have chili, and maybe the Y.O.U group provides cornbread or toppings, sour cream, etc. To make it a lunch event that's both fun and raises money.
Yeah. Things like a little bit with the dunk tank and a lot with the chili off that can get both the youth group and the older people to all take part in one way or another. Definitely do sound like the best options.
Absolutely. Now, do you feel comfortable starting a fundraiser, or is there something that you like might need support with that?
Well, if I was gonna start a fundraiser, I'd probably put posters around my school for it. I'd probably have to get permission from a person in authority, but
Yeah.
I have some friends and I have markers, so I'd probably do that.
I love that. I love that. So it sounds like you're pretty comfortable.
Yeah.
That is amazing. So has your church done have they talked about any fundraising or anything since you've been there?
I'm not fully up to date with all that, but I've heard of one or two fundraisers, but I usually just go to the youth things so far and trunk or treat. I brought my friends to a game night one time. That was the most I've ever introduced my friends to United Church, all that, or Union Church.
Yeah, that's great. And I'm thinking you could do if you did a fundraiser through the church, that would be a great way to connect with the other teens on a deeper level, and also to earn that money for maybe the next event that comes up. Because those connections, can be so wonderful to have those with your spiritual community. And what was your experience at the event you went to? Did you have a good time?
Oh yeah, it was pretty good. We played. Wait, you're talking about the game night, right? Or the
Oh
trunk or
no,
treat?
no, actually, there are regional events that you can go away to.
Oh, the rallies.
Mhm.
Yeah, the rally. That's what I meant.
Yes, that rally went really well. That was fun. I met a lot of people there.
That is incredible. What region are you in? I should know this, but North Carolina.
Greensboro, North Carolina.
That's the eastern,
Southeast region.
central. I don't know if you're
You said
southeast,
the event was in Georgia, so yeah, it's southeast.
southeast. Okay, very cool. Yeah, for me, the event, the rallies and the camps are my favorite part because you get just so many people together and you get to have that experience. And they're usually, team led, so that's another fun aspect of them as well.
And Anthony, you said you're into music. Are you a musician?
I play the trumpet for the marching band at my high school.
Oh, nice. I was just thinking
I
another good event you could do would be like a talent night.
Oh yeah, definitely. What's it
Um,
called on the rally? We had like a talent show, and back at the time for a friend of mine, or I was doing like my mom was doing requests on Facebook,
mhm.
so we could get some money for a school field trip. And so at the time, I've forgotten some of it, but at the time I could play La Vie en Rose on the trumpet, and but I didn't bring my trumpet to the rally because I didn't know there was going to be a talent night. But next time, definitely. But that'd be something I'd be interested in doing if uh, my chapter held a talent night.
Mhm. Because you said you could promote it at school. Like that'd be a great way to build community between the church community and the greater community. Is just say, hey, if you've got if you like to perform, and obviously you need some parameters, make sure it's appropriate. Um, um, Appropriate for an all ages church audience. Yeah, because like what's appropriate for adults isn't necessarily for the 5-year-old. um, but it's a great way to build community inside and out. And then you could always sell concessions or have like baked goods if you've got an intermission. So you can build community and hopefully raise some funds. Yeah, I know my church had a talent show and it was so successful that like we want to do it again and again. So we had one every quarter for a few years. And it was so much fun. People doing musical acts or skits. Like I don't, two guys did like a scene from a play and did such a great job. So yeah, like you can have a lot of fun with it. And it can really grow into a community thing.
Well,
So,
fortunately, most of my friends are either band kids or theater kids, so hope that could play out well if I invited them.
yeah, all good at performing. Well, and yeah, even if you're working on the school play, you might have a song you want to sing, but not an audience to sing it to. It's like, well, we've got an audience and a stage. Bring your song.
Yeah.
I love that. My church actually does an open mic night. And it's really more of a community experience, not a fundraiser, but it's so much fun. If you have someone who's like really good at emceeing and like, that piece, that can be a lot of fun too.
What's it called? Huh. Okay, so back in middle school during lunch, some of my friends and I had like um, would sing different parts of a song together. But obviously, now that is weird because now we all my middle school friends go to different high schools, but we're all still in the band for our schools. So sometimes we see each other during like parades and stuff. But I'm betting with enough coordination, we could definitely get some form of song put together. We're mostly brass.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's a great reason to get together as friends. Like, hey, let's work on this song. Because you're gonna have fun together, and you'll get the song to learned. And I know it's also fun for like Y.O.Uers who may be in like their school choirs, and so they both sing or play an instrument. It's like, well, it's a great opportunity for them to collaborate on a song, because like they just haven't had the opportunity before. It's like, well, come on, put a song together. It'll sound amazing.
What's it called? The at my school, we were gonna have a. Was that this year or last year? I think it was last year. We were gonna have a talent show, but not enough people ended up signing up. But I do know most of the people who did, so they might still be holding on to those talents for a rainy day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, or another fun one could just be karaoke night.
Oh yeah, definitely karaoke.
Right.
I was part of a Lego robotics thing, and sometimes we'd have like meetings where we didn't actually, or well, breaks during meetings where we'd like order pizza, and that we'd do karaoke or like play Mario on a TV for a bit to chill out. Yeah.
I love that. Game night would be amazing. Just to have everyone bring their Switch and just play. That would be so much fun. Oh my gosh. Not even for a fundraiser, just to do it.
Mm-hmm.
On a trip to New York just the other week, and on the bus ride there and back, got really bored, but tons of people had their Switches, so we played Mario Kart and Smash Bros and stuff. That's the most people I've ever gotten together in one spot with Nintendo Switches. It was awesome.
Nice. That sounds awesome. Sounds really cool. Do you have any questions or thoughts about fundraising that maybe we can support you with, or even about Y.O.U?
Everything's pretty cool. I have markers. I have paper. I have an arts and crafts room if I ever need to do any advertising.
Love that.
Yeah.
And I love that you're so open to it. We're like, I can do it. I have all this stuff. That's huge. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Well, I think we have about 4 minutes. So, Nick, did you have anything else you want to share, or do you want to go ahead and close early?
I mean, just let me know how the dunk tank goes.
Yes. Definitely you have to share about the dunk tank. That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely put that on your goal list for before you age out of Y.O.U. There's some event, at least one event with a dunk tank.
Yeah, and you know what? We're doing a project this weekend. We're asking everybody to kind of put together a plan. That if that's something that you would really like to do, maybe that can be your project. Like, what steps do I need to take, and what does that look like? And will I combine it, or will it, how will I combine it with something else? That could be a lot of fun. Then you could have a starting point. Right on.
So I think that's all for this session. Like, I know I could use a stretch break, so
yeah,
they'll call us back to the main room when they've wrapped up out there.